Welcome back. Now in this video we will create a rounded button right down in here below this chat png. In here it will be simply for the login, and also we will create a rounded button for the sign up right down in here below. So first what I'll do, I'll create a widget for that rounded button, and then we will come back right in here and work on that. So let's go and create a widget for the rounded button. First I'll just close that from here and also this one. Now I'll create a new directory right in the lib. So right click in here, create a new directory, and we will name this as a widgets, because all of the widgets that we will about to create right in the future is going to be right in this directory. So name this as a widgets. Now right inside that, let's create a dart file, and we're going to name this as a rounded. Instead of space I'll give underscore, and we will say button in small alphabets as I told you already. So that's for rounded button. Now in here we will have a stateless widget. So what I'll do, I'll just write st, and there we go with this again stateless widget. Okay, now we will name this as a rounded button, as you guys know already. Now we don't need this key right in here, simply del this and click in here, right on this stateless widget, import the library material.dart. There we go, the red line has been gone already. Now let's move further. First we will create some variables right down in here. The first one that we will create, it's going to be string type, and we're going to make this for the text. And right in here question mark, and what I'll do, I'll make this non-changeable, so it's going to be constant right in the future. So what I'll do for that, we will just add the final keyword for non-changeable. Okay, that's fine right in here. Now let's create another one. It's going to be also final, and this time is going to be void callback, and we're going to name it as a price. We're going to use this for the click event. So basically this void callback, it's a function which takes no parameters and return no parameters, and right in Flutter it's by default it's true, and sometimes we call it simply just for callback, just like any other data type in Flutter. So we can use that function data type to just assign a value to a variable. So that's why right in here we have that void callback, and we name this as a price. As I told you already, we're gonna use that for a click event. So I hope it's clear now. Let's move further now. Create another one. It's going to be also final, and it's going to be simply for color. So let's create that, and also we're going to have for the text color. Okay, that's fine here. Now we will create a constructor for that. So what I'll do, in here we will say rounded button, the class name, and in their braces, curly braces, write it and semicolon, and take this down. The first one that we will have is going to be simply for text, as you guys can see right in here. Okay, so right in here we will say required, and this dot we will say text. Okay, now let's do further for more, and this time is going to be for brass, comma. Let's have another one. This time is going to be for color, and the color that we will give is going to be simply, let's give it as a black. So in here we will say colors dot black. We will go with the black 54. That is going to be more good. And so since we assign that color, as you guys can see, right to this color, so we have to remove that required from here. Then in order to assign the value, we have to remove that. all fine. As you guys can see, now the error has been gone. Now we are left with the text color. So what I'll do in here, we will say this dot text color, and we will go with the text color. Let's go with the white one. We'll go with the white, just white. There is going to be the text color, and we just assign that, okay, to the text color. Now we will jump right in the widget build, and first right in there we will create a size. So in here, type size object, and let's have media query in there. So in here dot of context dot size, and you guys already know the working of this size. It will take the size of a screen whatever it will be, so that's why we create that. And we're going to simply in here return the container, and right in the container, let's take it down. First we will just set the margin, so as usual as in check in here, there we go, as in check, and dot symmetric, we will go with just a vertical because we are creating that for the rounded. It's going to be like in a circular shape. So in here we'll set that vertical to 1, and let's have the width right in here, set that size dot width, and we're gonna take 0.7% of the screen. And now we will have a child, and we will have a clip or react that widget. Now right in there we will set the border radius for that rounded button, so in here let's set the border radius. We will say border radius, and we will say dot circular. As I told you already, it's going to be like in a circular shape. So now we're going to set that for 29. Now we have a child, and now we will have a elevated button right in here. Scroll this down. Now right inside that, take this down, and we'll have a child. Let's have a text for that button, and the text is going to be simply the text as we created that above right in here. That's the constructor, and there we go with the text. Okay, so in here we will use that text, and in here comma, let's do some style for that text. So as usual, text style, we'll just set the color for that, and the color is going to be text color. As you guys know already, we created that before. Okay, so in here we just use it. Now let's move further below this text. Now we'll have a style for the elevated button. So in here style, and then we will say elevated button dot style form, and right in there we will set the background color, and we will set this color, that background color, to the color that we just created before. You guys can see the segregation here. Okay, now in here comma, and let's do some padding for that. So in here as usual as inside, we'll go with the symmetric. We will set the vertical to 20, and also the horizontal to 40, just 40, and in here comma. Now right in here we will have a on press event. As I told you already, we will in here, there we go with the press. Okay, we just created that for the click event. So in here as you guys can see the press event, so in that we will just use that. Okay, all done. Now just add the const modifier, and also move child to the end of parameter. That's fine, you can do it like that. So it just send this child, as you guys can see, send it down, and that style send it above. Okay, it will work fine in both ways, so don't worry for that. In here add the const modifier, all good. Now we are having that error in here since it's a tags, and it's belong to the null safety. So in here we have to add that null check. Okay, there we go, the error has been gone and everything just fine right in here. Now we are done with the rounded button. Okay, dot, there we go, and we will just simply close that from here, rounded button dot, and we will go towards the welcome body, as you guys can see right in here. I'm gonna also show that right in here, welcome screen, open that directory, and we are on this dot file. So this video is getting a little lengthy. Right from the next video we have already created the rounded button and you guys know about that. So right in the next video we will work right for the login rounded button in here and also for the sign up, and it's going to be down in here. Okay, so don't worry for that, we will work on that right in the next video. So see ya.